Welcome to our early spring show. I am your host, Melanie Blankenship of Nature's Neighbor. In this show, I am going to guide you around the Central Coast and introduce to you some businesses that make this community a better place to buy, eat, and live locally. I want to remind you about all the precious resources that Mother Nature provides us, but can quickly vanish if not maintained right. First, I will be working in the orchard of Josh from Carmichael Environmental. He is going to show us how important it is to conserve one of our most precious resources, water. Not only conserve it, but how to never let any of it go to waste by reusing it as gray water in the garden. Then I'm going to take you up to the North County into my kitchen, Nature's Food, to do a green drink demonstration and discussion about juicing. Next, we will collect more fresh ingredients from our store and continue on our journey up the 101 freeway to downtown Paso Robles to enjoy a recipe that Thomas Hiill Organics, a local favorite, will be preparing for us to enjoy. Stay tuned, we'll be right back as we start our neighborhood adventure. Hi, here we are with Josh from Carmichael Environmental. Hi Josh, how are you?
Hey Mel, how's it going?
It's exciting to have us out. So you have installed and are using gray water.
Yeah, let me show you what we've done here around our house.
But first, who is Josh in Carmichael Environmental?
Yeah, so I grew up here on the Central Coast and moved away for school, but I love being back here, raising my family now amongst all our friends and neighbors. And so we started the company in 2001. It was a great way to have an outlet for my passion of art and science and be able to help people get plants into their lives again in valuable ways. And so today we love creating comfortable outdoor living spaces and beautiful gardens for people to do just that. So from water conserving, drought tolerant landscapes to edible gardens and outdoor kitchens and dining patios using green construction materials, we love to help our clients make smart land use decisions on their properties, whether it's a vineyard, business, or a backyard.
Wonderful. So any size?
Yeah, we love working at any scale and making this information accessible for people to have better outdoor living spaces in our great climate.
So you're saying if I want this orchard and I need help installing my gray water system, you're the one-stop shop?
Yeah, we really have a really great garden consulting program, the Plant Doctor, where we could come out and give people advice on their property to design, build, and maintenance services through our company. And we also do a lot of education and outreach in the community to really help people, get information like gray water or rainwater or edible landscaping techniques. So we do a lot of work with the universities and nonprofit groups as well as other organizations around the state.
So what if I need to go on vacation and I need somebody to help take care of it while I'm gone? Do you also have that department with your company too? Will you help me maintain what we install?
Yeah, we really like to be able to help people fill in the gaps for what they need. So we have maintenance crews, service crews, construction crews, as well as our consulting design team.
This sounds great. Let's go take a walk through your gardens.
Yeah, I want to show you how we irrigate our orchard using gray water from the house.
Oh, let's do it.
Okay.
So Josh, what exactly is gray water?
Yeah, Melanie, so gray water is all the water that comes from the house fixtures, the sinks, the showers, minus the kitchen sink and the toilet, which would be black water, but all the other fixtures put out water that's really great for irrigating the garden. And when we're talking about gray water, we have to talk about food because we need something to use this water for. So let me show you how we're irrigating our orchard here using gray water.
Wonderful.
So one of the first trees here we have is a citrus tree, and we have the outlet right here where the water comes out from the house and flood irrigates the basin here, the roots. We have some mints, and we also have some artichokes and apple trees here in line that are getting all water from the house. And so it's a little bit early here in the season. The plants haven't quite come up, but I know you brought us some great examples from other local farms that are showing. So here we have seasonal artichokes.
Green globe artichoke,
and lots of other great citrus, that comes into season now. So as this orchard develops, it will be producing food throughout the seasons of the year.
So it's really important to really utilize your gray water in like orchards, shrubs, landscape, that kind of thing, because you don't really want to do it in your vegetable garden is what you're saying?
Yeah, what's great about the orchard trees and fruit trees for gray water is that they're able to take irrigation year round and flood irrigate without it causing them to rot out like some of our more drought tolerant plants would, like our rosemary. So the rosemary plants and the herbs we tend to grow on drip irrigation, which can naturalize and come off water. So we'll stop using fresh water there. We're using gray water to irrigate the orchard. It's not costing us anything from the tap. And as long as the gray water is not in contact with any of the edible portions of the plants, then it's 100% safe to use. And for watering our vegetables, like our carrots and greens and things that would get in contact with that water, we like to use rainwater. So again, a free source.
So can you use gray water in your vegetable plants?
You know, it's best to use gray water in the orchard because you don't want the gray water to touch any edible portions of your plants. So here you can water the roots of a tree or the roots of an artichoke plant and have the fruit be safely away from it. But in the vegetable garden, we like to use rainwater, so another free source of irrigation. I'll show you how we do that today too.
Wonderful.
Okay, well now I'd like to show you our laundry to landscape gray water system that uses the washing machine to put water into the garden. And I'll go up and show you how that works to water our blackberries now.
All right, let's go. So Josh, show me how the system works.
Yeah, this is what we call a laundry to landscape system, and it's how to use your washing machine to irrigate the plants in the garden. So this is the most simple gray water system you could put in, really cost effective. And here you can see a couple of the parts. So the washing machine hose comes in to this three-way valve, which can be turned out to the sewer system like it traditionally is, or it can be turned to run into the garden. And so what you do from there is have an outlet on the outside of your wall, and then let me show you what it looks like on our house.
Wonderful. So Josh, I recognize the dryer vent, but what is the tall pipe here?
Yeah, so this is the gray water from the washing machine, and so the pump in the machine pushes the water out the pipe. This is a vent to make sure that the water doesn't get back into the system, but it comes out into a 1-inch drip line that waters our blackberries along this fence here. I'll show you.
So just a natural flow.
Yeah, it can pump out up to 100 feet and up to 6 feet ahead from the washing machine pump.
Wonderful.
Okay, so here you can see, Mel, we have our first outlet along the laundry to landscape system. It's a raspberry, and the water comes out through the drip line and irrigates here just like it was in the orchard. And then next we have a blackberry, and then it continues down the line.
Awesome. So you just have like a natural gravitational flow that then, do you have emitters underneath there, or does it just it's just all flowing out?
So at each place we have a open T that needs to drop out into a mulch basin, and from there it flood irrigates the roots of the plants. Really similar whether we're watering in the orchard with the showers and sinks, or we're watering with the washing machine pump.
Perfect. So it's all kind of a natural flowing system.
Yeah, it's just a great way to get water out to the garden that you don't have to pay for. You've already used it once.
So Josh, all of these edible plants here, how did you irrigate these?
Yeah, so our little vegetable garden beds, we like to use rainwater instead of gray water because we don't want to have the contact with the gray water. So rainwater is another great recycled water source. And here you can see we're growing things like kale, cauliflower, and perennial herbs like thyme and sage this part of the year.
So as we're all experiencing the severe drought and how important it is for us to conserve, but also reuse, so Josh, how do people get a hold of you?
Yeah, you know, people can contact our business by phone or email, find out more information on our website, or follow us on Facebook.
So Carmichael Environmental is right here in our community, helping all of our neighbors to be able to understand what is gray water, how to use it properly, safely, and also how important it is to conserve in this time of severe need. So Josh, thank you for having us out. Thank you so much for sharing, and on to the future of teaching people more how important it is to conserve.
Yeah, Melanie, thanks again for coming by.
Thank you. Welcome to Nature's Touch Nursery and Harvest right downtown Templeton. We are here to show you another way of using in-season ingredients that Josh was growing and a lot of the growers that supply Nature's Touch Nursery and Harvest with this season, which is the early spring season veggies. I have here two different types of machines that people will most commonly have in the kitchen, because I want to show a juicing demonstration and also explain to you how important it is to use fresh ingredients, in-season ingredients to juice to get the value, instant nutritional value out of all of these goods. So here we have some Siberian kale. Kale is known as your highest level of calcium than any leafy green out there. But also, what is kale? Kale is also the family of cabbage, broccoli, spinach. So if you don't have kale, spinach, or broccoli in your garden or in your refrigerator, kale would be, something different, but they're all the same. They're all the same family. All of them are going to carry a little bit different of nutritional value, flavor. I'm going to show you how to do different kales in different machines, just depending on what you have in your kitchen. All right, so here we're going to juice the Dino or Dino kale right here in a juicer. This is a full extract juicer. It's a press that literally presses all the juice, all the oil out of whatever you're juicing, extracts the pulp, and allows you to enjoy the juice.
That's really green.
So as you can see, that kale instantly turned into a liquid form and gave you your green magic right there in our container there. The Vitamix, or also any of your common blenders in your kitchen, can be used the same way. Vitamix is just a little bit more powerful. When I am using the Vitamix, I tend to go towards, instead of an older, more broader leaf, I like to use a little thinner leaf. So all those baby greens that you have in the garden, those are going to give you a better result when it comes to juicing or blending.
Less fiber.
Less fiber, less, the texture is going to be a lot different. Also too, for all the people that don't have juicers, most people have blenders, so this is another way of being able to get that instant juice effect from your ingredients. So when it's not blending purely, simple juice or water added to the Vitamix will also help blend it. So even just adding water would also blend this up a little bit better. It's too bitter. So here I have a blood orange that is also another in-season ingredient that we got from the South County where you're from.
Yeah, and I think everyone knows orange juice and likes the flavor. I think even my kids would try it with some of that in there.
So another way to utilize this orange as well as get the full nutritional benefits is this is all the sugar part. The blood orange, or the center part of the orange, is where all the sugar is. But actually where the nutrients is actually in the peel, where people don't tend to want to go towards this. But when you're using it in a juicer or a blender, you actually get all of it mixed up together, so it's a lot more palatable. So watch, I'm gonna wash this, stick this whole thing in.
We're gonna need a few of those.
Another way, also in the blender, just to show the difference depending on what kind of machine you have, drop it in. Voila. So
it's not only good for you, but it's fun to make too.
It's a lot of fun to make. I mean, what kids would not like to just throw a whole orange in there too? So invite your family into the kitchen and have them enjoy this as well. So notice the difference between the juicer and the Vitamix. You know, of course, we're going to extract all the pulp out of the vegetables that we're using or the fruit that we're using, and we created a pure juice. In our Vitamix, we're going to have more of a pulpy, more of a fibrous-y.
Like a smoothie.
More like a smoothie, more like a juice. But the fun thing about this in your blender or your Vitamix is just think about all that fiber or that extra valid nutrients that you're getting in this. You know, people are tending to go more towards the juice when they're out asking for things in our store. But this is something more common, so easy for us to do in our own kitchens.
Yeah, it's like magic. It definitely disappears once it gets in there.
So here you see it's pretty thick. And another way that we could easily thin this up, also make it more palatable for our children or maybe somebody that isn't used to such green, is simply add things like orange juice or apple juice like we were talking about. But here I have just fresh squeezed blood orange juice. Yes, this is orange juice. All there is just blood oranges. And so look at that rich color. You can trick most children into thinking it's something nice and sugary because of that color. Add it in, blend it up.
Let it go.
There it goes.
Put it.
So Josh,
What
here
next?
we have it.
Okay, we did it.
This is a meal in itself. This is, you know, a way to do something quick. I mean, there's so many other things that you can easily add to your juice. It's just in your own preference. My thing is, you know, little bit always goes a long ways. This is how I live my life and also in my kitchen. And so, you know, yes, I get creative with whatever Mother Nature has to offer us right here, right now, but you get creative with what you have, I'll get creative with mine, but let me share what I just created for us.
Sounds good.
Where it becomes more of a green smoothie, green drink now.
Yeah, that might sell it at my house.
Yeah, easier with children, but just keep in mind, it's something taught, so we got to teach our children, Josh.
Now, as long as they help make it, I feel that they really have a lot more vested interest in what the outcome is.
Oh, I agree. And
no matter what it looks like.
It sticks with them too, literally.
Yeah.
We're giving them good nutrients and good knowledge.
Cheers.
Cheers. That was good. So let's get all our goodies and gather up our ingredients and head up to Paso and go to Thomas Hiill Organic.
That sounds great. I'm hungry.
All right, let's go. Josh, I can't wait to show you the new addition that Thomas Hiill Organics has done to the already existing amazing restaurant.
Yeah, I love the storefront here.
Look at the entrance. Isn't it beautiful?
Yeah.
Come on, let's go meet Debbie.
Great.
See, Josh, look at how pretty. Hi, Debbie.
Melanie.
Hi.
Oh, good to see you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
This is Josh. Josh, this is Debbie.
Josh,
Hey, great to meet you, Debbie. Yeah.
Great. What do you think?
Oh, it's a beautiful space.
Beautiful.
Is it your first time here?
You know, it's been a while, so I haven't seen this space yet.
Oh, great. It's about 4 months old, and we're so excited about it. As you know, we used to have a bar about this big that was attached to the kitchen. So now we have a beautiful lounge. We have an awesome, great bar where you can come in and wait for a table or perhaps enjoy our happy hour. So we're really excited about it.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, very fun.
Beautiful, beautiful.
All right, well, let me give you a tour.
Yeah, let's do it.
Follow
go.
me. Oh, I want you to look at this beautiful wine rack.
Oh, yeah.
All local wines. Isn't it lovely?
Very cool.
Looks like a piece of art.
I know, it does. We get so many compliments on it. And then our prints that we found online, we brought those in, we framed them, they're so fun. Problem is, Julie would have to actually read them to you because they're in French. Josh, do you know the history of Thomas Hill?
Yeah, I just know that you guys started as a farm, and
Yeah.
you know, I've been in a few times, but
Yeah, we just about 9 years ago we started planting trees and row crops, and 5 years ago we had so much we didn't know what to do with it. So we had originally started a CSA program. Not quite as nice as Melanie's, but we did that, and then we said, what are we going to do with all of this? So we opened a restaurant, an organic restaurant.
How fun.
Yeah, because we believe in not using pesticides and sprays and chemicals and that sort of thing. So, and it's actually, it's done very well. People have really grasped onto it.
Yeah, I know the food's great. I loved, every time I've come in.
Oh,
so.
good. Well, great. And Josh, everything we do is based on the season. So
That's
all
the
of
way
our
to do
fruits
it,
and
yeah.
vegetables that are brought in are seasonally grown. And I think people really appreciate it, and they can tell the taste. And I love to educate people. It's great. People will come in this time of year and they'll say, oh, excuse me, can I get a tomato on that? I'll be like, I'm sorry, it's not tomato season. So it's very important that we let people know what the seasons are and educate them. Let's take you back. I want you to meet Chef Julie. She's going to do a braised rabbit salad with all of your beautiful ingredients.
All right, sounds
okay,
good.
Great, let's go. I want you to meet Josh. She's the one that brought you all these beautiful vegetables.
I was born in France, in Paris, and we moved to the southwest of France, and I've been brought into a family where cooking is extremely important. We have meals twice a day, all together, and we mainly source everything from local markets, and that is a practice that we're trying to replicate here at Thomas Hill.
Goodies on top of them all here. So it's a fair share. What do you think? I did a good job?
Looking great.
Okay. Well, let's take two and go enjoy.
Awesome, let's go.
I can't wait to eat this good.
And here we go.
Oh, wow. It looks beautiful.
Here's to all your help. Oh, thank you. And
A lot of fresh ingredients. We're doing a lot of beautiful salads, very composed. We're doing a lot of wood fire oven specials. A lot of our foods are cooked in the wood fire oven out here. We offered a lot of seafood and work with local purveyors straight out of Morro Bay all the way to Santa Barbara and Santa Cruz. So we're focusing on locally sourced fare, and not only we go with what looks beautiful out there, but we are also, what are we craving, you know? The menu changes every day according to what is available to us. It is not so much what we are demanded to do, It is more what do we have to offer, if that makes sense. It's not the kind of restaurant you walked and you would expect to have chicken and fried French fries, or it is what do we have available today.
Here's to good friends, good food, and good business.
Yes.
Hard work. Hard work.
Oh my God, this is absolutely amazing. I just love this.
Taste the seasonal flavors. It's just, isn't this so good?
Debbie and I connected about, almost 5 years ago, and we've met, and she gave me full reins, and it was a lot of fun. It's been a great experience. As we remodeled, we decided to change our tabletops. We have a local, I want to call him an artist, he's a welder, but definitely an artist, that redid all the tabletops. And then I went to get reclaimed wood out of pastorables, and me and the welder built all those tables. It was so much fun. Artist that I really, really like in France, she lives in Paris, that I know for a while, and we have some of her art on the walls. Coco de Paris, CEO de Paris.
You know, I'd like to thank Noble Productions and Melanie for coming here today and showing our audience what it's like to experience seasonal farm fresh food. I invite everyone to come to Thomas Hiill Organics in downtown Paso Robles. Our menu changes every week. It's very seasonal. You can visit us on our website at www.thomashiillorganics.com. And if you'd like, please join us in our bar every day from 3 to 7 for our 777 happy hour. Thank you.
Let Thomas Hiill Organics surprise and delight you with the best this region has to offer. For reservations, please call us at 805-226-5888.
Thank you for joining us on our adventure through the Central Coast of California as we enjoyed the time with Josh at Carmichael Environmental, learning about preserving our precious resource. As then we continued on and enjoyed our kitchen right there in Templeton at Nature's Touch and in Nature's Food. And then to finish off this beautiful day right here at Thomas Hiill Organics in Paso with Debbie and Julie and this beautiful meal that we got to share, just think it's all right here for all of you to enjoy. And then as we continue on to the next show, we're going to continue the conversation of food, farming, family, and good health that we all can share right here on the Central Coast of California. My family and I thank you for joining us here today. Join us next week as we prepare for the future and as we continue planting the seeds for ideas on the growth of our local food community. We can all become more knowledgeable together when it comes to health, and it starts with food, family, and farming. Bye for now.